Yo, it's me again. Little me. So I'm back. It's been a little bit. I took a little time off. Dealing with some life things. Okay, but that's good right there. Yeah, dealing with some things, but I'm back. So get straight to it. I ain't gonna try and take too much time today. So I pulled up another one of my baby pictures. Lips was ashy, hair was nappy. You can't really see it too much. Um, because the way the picture is. But yeah, I was a young buck right there. I don't know what I had on. Some hardboard tie. It looked like a hoodie, short sleeve hoodie, like the niggas that work out. I look like one of them. And I'm just, I don't know, up to no good, I guess. I don't know what I was doing. I was scheming. But yeah, we gonna no, I ain't been. I'm gonna skip right to the brook today because I know I've been trying to get there, and every time I try and get there, it's something else pop up in my head. So I'm gonna just start off right there. I did actually take some notes. Okay, some notes today. So I should be able to flow through better. If this don't work, I'm gonna be tight with the people that told me I should take notes. Um, so check it. Yeah, I was about, let's say 4. Yeah, I had to be 4 years old when I moved. Well, we moved as a family into Millbrook. Um, First thing I can remember is that we actually moved in next door to my aunt and uncle. So like we was in D5 and they was in D4. Like we shared a porch and all that. Like so, like when we used to go to church when mom ain't have a car, we used to jump in the car with them. Yo, Millbrook, I don't know if they be having them too much now, but like we had this tree that was you know what? I'm gonna pull it up next episode because I did take some pictures. I went around there the other day and I actually took some pictures, but I gotta go take a few more because um I need this one particular picture because I want to tell this particular story when I first got my first bite. So I ain't gonna tell that story today. I'm gonna tell that next episode. So hopefully I can remember to tell that on the next episode. But hold on 1 second. That's annoying. Um, yeah, so about 4, Uda Millbrook, next to my aunt and uncle. Oh, what I was saying, they had this tree though. Talk about this tree that we had on the side of our stoop. I don't know if it's still there. They might have cut it down, but and I don't know if they still be having them around there because I don't be around at nighttime. But it used to be possums that climbed this tree, and like on a late night though, like when we get home like 9:30, 10 o'clock. It used to be a possum sometimes sitting on a tree. Like I just never understood why that possum or possums used to go sit on that tree. Like we used to be scared to go past it and all that. We got smart, started using the back door at some point. But yeah. Um, so I was 4. Um, I had a discussion with my mom and my sister because I don't remember exactly when I started school. I know I was 5, but I don't know if I started in September or if I started in. But I think I was 4, so I had to wait. My birthday's in January, so I had to wait until September when I turned 5. So I kind of started school late. Ain't mad anyway. I actually did my 12 years, so they need to get my diploma. Stop playing. Stop playing with me. um, yeah, because that's still in my transcripts. I went up there for my transcripts. So I was trying to do good with myself. And y'all ain't seen my transcripts. If we had school, just better stop playing with me, yo. They don't want to see me do good. They don't want to see a black man do good. I'm a black man. Black lives matter. Stop playing. Seriously though. So yeah, got some notes here. So yeah, Millbrook, moved to Millbrook next time. Uncle, I was 4. What was that, about 1988? That wasn't that long ago, so don't try and act like I'm old. So um, yeah, I ain't know much. Me and my brother shared a room. He was young. Um, I don't know, like, dang, I wrote all these notes. So check it. Let me see. Should I talk about? Yeah, I'm gonna talk about the neighborhood first, right? So let me see. The first person when I met around there, I think was well, my first friend was my boy Bob. Um, Something had happened when I moved around there, like the second day, or the first week at least. I moved around there. And it was this kid, and I don't know what he did to me, but for some reason he was playing with me. So one day I caught him on a rollerblade. He was rollerblading, right? And I ran down and pop, cracked him in the back of the head. So I guess that was my boy Bob, man. You know what I mean? Like, or maybe not his man, or I don't know what they had going on. But we ended up beef, you know what I mean? With beef because of that. So we ended up beefing when I first got around there. I was young, I ain't know much. Like, and I just didn't like to be bothered because I had other things on my mind. Because at this time, I wasn't really, I mean, I wasn't paying attention to much. Like, I was just learning as I go type deal. Like, get in trouble to figure things out. Young, man, I was just, but karma did, karma did return because not too long later, another one of my other boys that I grew up with, he ended up popped me in my eye for no reason. I mean, well, I don't know what the reason was, but I forgot what it was. But yeah, the nigga KD didn't pop me in my eye. I was like 5 or 6 then too. So, but it was like as soon as I got around here, like I had to fight. Like I didn't cause it. I wasn't. I think it was just because I was like light skinned and had brown eyes. So like everybody wanted to try me. Come play with me. So yeah, I used to steal my little cousin because my tell you like my aunt stayed next door. like my aunt, uncle, they they had three kids, two girls and a boy. Um, the youngest daughter was younger than me, so she had like a small bike, and I ain't know how to ride bikes at all. See, I'm a chill on that though. I'm gonna tell you that I used to steal her bike and be out. She had one of the little joints. Started off on with the training wheels on there, and then like I'm pretty sure my aunt taught me how to ride a bike, or maybe I was just watching her teach my cousin how to ride, and I just jumped on because I was like reckless. I ain't care about getting hurt, none of that. I just wanted to have fun, like all the time. It didn't matter to me at what cost. Like I would have risked my life to have fun. That ass. Um, yeah, at this point, because it was a neighborhood bully, but she wasn't born yet, and it was a girl. And anybody growing up around the time that I grew up can attest to that. Like, and y'all can laugh if y'all want, but y'all know that girl's a problem for real. Oh, so I don't want to hear none of that. Like, y'all can laugh, get it off, or y'all want. I had to fight for my life. Like, this girl was crazy, and she was stocky. Like she was a stud, but she wasn't a stud. Like she was just she just built like a stud. She wasn't a stud though. Um, yeah. So used to like not right away, but like as we got older, because there was a bunch of kids around there. Like it was a few, like because most of the kids around Millbrook didn't have a father. It was like random, like a random, like the couple of white kids had their pops. Not to be like, I mean, not like that, but like, who else had their pops? My cousin had his pops, the next door, but they weren't really outside like that. Like, I don't think that's crazy. Now that I think about it, I don't think, because like we used to play football and baseball and all that right in front, and I don't think my brother or my cousin ever played with it. And if they did, it was probably, I don't remember that, but um, yeah, who was it? Tommy and I remember the badass Tommy and TJ. Them little motherfuckers was bad, bad. Like you talking about bad little motherfuckers. Like them motherfuckers was bad. Um, who was next door? Oh, I think I remember who lived in that building next door. I think it was Big Will. It was Big Will, and then it was Big Will, and then the Owens. That's who was over there. I remember that now. I couldn't think of that before. But yeah, like my first day of school, I know I was crying because I wanted my mom to take me, and she ended up having my uncle take me. Like I think I got PTSD from that, like cause he was like a CO, and he took me to school my first day with his uniform and all that on. So like at the time, like that part didn't really But like I didn't know why, like, cause I was bugging out the whole time. And then this is the worst part. When I got into the class, right? Like the class is all sitting down in the group, like I guess it was snack time or whatever. I remember this vividly. And I don't know if it's from somebody washing their hands or what, but in my mind at that age, my mind went straight to, because my family don't play, like we don't do like eating after each other, like biting it and like giving to your kid, or eating after your kid, like touching food, and like we don't do none of that. Like grandma played none of that, like from jump. Like you learn that early. Nah, if you want to Henrietta Brown grandkids or kids, you know not to play in that kitchen like that. You better wash them hands. Um, but yeah, so they sat us in group and they gave me some goldfish, and two of them was wet, because and I almost, like, I think I started crying again, because I ain't like that. Like, don't give me wet food, and I don't do, like, I was scarred for real. Like, don't do that. Why you do that? Who is that? Miss Kent? Yeah, my kindergarten teacher was Miss Kent, because I ain't go to preschool or none of that. Like, I went straight to kindergarten. Um, somewhere. Oh yeah. See, yeah, I was in Phillips on the Phillips Avenue. I was in kindergarten. I had Miss Kent as my kindergarten teacher, and she was my first grade teacher. And no, I wasn't retarded. She just switched grades, and I ended up with her twice. So no, I wasn't retarded. I just had the same teacher 2 years in a row, which was dope. I liked that. Um, kindergarten, I met who I met. Oh, rest in peace, Moochie. That was my dog. I met Moochie. Me and Moochie had I think we was in kindergarten and first grade together. Matter of fact, we both had Miss Kent back to back. Um, I rode bus 35. I met. Oh, that's where I met Ren at. I met Ren on. I think I met. Rick might have been on that bus too, man, but I don't remember, because I think that's the first time I really met Rick, because I remember seeing Rick before actually meeting this nigga in 7th grade, and that's why I think we ended up being so cool, because it was some kind of recollection that we had met before, which I think it was bus 35. I ain't sure about it, but I'm gonna check with that nigga. Um, and that was my first experience, like when I got to experience recess for the first time, I was lit, because like I told you, I was about fun. So like it was just like different with all different types of kids in my age, because I don't think nobody really in my family realized it, but I was like the only child my age. Like it's a 2 or 3 year difference between the cousin older than me and the cousin younger than me. Actually, I'm lying, but because my cousin Tasha, I think, is actually a little closer. But they lived in Corn, so like I love to go over there. Like my Uncle Ricky had the basketball court and all that. Like I used to love going over there. Like every time I used to who was it that seen us making that left at that police department? I already knew what time I was going to see Uncle Ricky and Uncle Roger because Uncle Roger used to stay on Homestead. Actually, Uncle Ricky stayed on Homestead first, and then they moved to block over, then the house over. I remember all that, but um, yeah, that was dope. Um, yeah, but the actually family that I was around, it was like a 3 year difference between my cousin younger than me and my cousin older than me. So it was kind of like weird all my life because I was like in between 6 years of kind of. Um, but yeah, um, what was that? Um, all right, so I was at kindergarten, first grade, met Rick. All right, so my second grade teacher, I couldn't think of a name for a while, but then I remembered her name was Miss Gordon. I really don't remember much about that grade for some reason. Second grade is just like a blank. I don't really remember who was in my class and none of that. And I usually remember, you know what? I think me and Johnny Citerados was a thing. I just said this name. I'm gonna have to bleep that out. That should be good. Yeah, my bad. He a beard brother. I'm gonna promote your business now. The Beard Brothers. I was in class with the Beard Brothers. I think second, but I'm for sure third grade. We was in third grade together. Um, oh, I remember. The kid Elijah. I remember him. He disappeared. Well, not disappeared, but he left town after I think second grade. I think they came like one day his brothers and them came to the school. Like niggas dropped weed in the hallway and all that shit. Like if you see that, if you ever see this shit, you know what I'm talking about. Like his older brother, that nigga dropped bags of weed in the hallway and shit. I didn't know what that shit was. Young and dumb. I would have had a bag, but that shit was fat too. Remember that shit? That's back when Knicks was around and shit. Like, it was some Reggie. Now that I know better, like I know that it was some Reggie. I don't know good shit. But yeah, that's really all I remember about second grade. I remember third grade. I had Miss Lupia. Third grade was different for me because that's when they wanted to teach you a little responsibility and all that. And we had our desk and all that. Know what I mean, so I used to hate the kids that kept their desk all neat and because my shit used to be like, hey, bro, fuck. I used to get phone calls home left and right. Miss Lupia used to get tight and just come and dump my whole desk on the floor like all the time. I used to be sick. She used to make me pick that shit up. Word. But that was a rough year, man. Third grade was a rough time for me. You know what? I got to go back to the second grade though, right? Because the kid, like, this was my first time being like really lied on, like set up, and that's why I think I tripped. Now that I think about it, This is why I think I tripped in the sixth grade, because something for some reason we was doing something, and me and the white boy Michael Tuba and somebody else was um running around, and then we running around in the art room like just going crazy for some reason. But the teacher, it wasn't me, and I ended up getting in trouble for it. But somebody didn't got on some, like they was on that Favi shit, like just getting money, you better dig in the purse. Like they was on that already. Like these niggas done dug in the teacher purse and took bread and shit. Like, and they telling that I did it. You know, man, they had me all in the office and all that shit. So that, I think that's why I got ticked off in the sixth grade when the motherfucker did the bullshit. But yeah, man, I got in trouble for that and all that. Like I really didn't do that for real. And that really hurt my heart, because it's like, why would you lie on me? Like, I mean, I guess to get out of the trouble, but like playing with me, like my life was already different. Like, um, yeah, that was some bull though. Some real live bull. Um, I'm cruising through because I don't want to stay too long, but I'm gonna probably touch back up on some of these on the next joint. So check it. Let me think. When I'm at fourth grade, I had Miss Gilbert. Miss Gilbert, fourth grade changed my life, because Miss Gilbert, I had a crush on Miss Gilbert. Everybody had a crush on Miss Gilbert. And then Mr. Schaefer, I feel like had a crush on Miss Gilbert. Like, and I ain't like that, because like while we exchanging classes and all that, like I'm in Miss Gilbert class. Like I don't want to be in Mr. Schaefer class. Like why y'all exchanging, like doing all this confusion. And I felt like they was doing that because we was young and we didn't know better, and they was getting their shit off in between. You know what I mean, whatever was going on, they was getting their shit off, because there wasn't no, like, I ain't know no other class that did that. But it was what it was. Get this shit off, Mr. Schaefer. But Miss Gilbert, like, she was bad, bad. I definitely would have settled down with her in the fifth grade. For real though. She had them calf muscles, like, cause she when I got to her grade, recess changed, because she actually structured, like she used to play kickball. Like, and I never really, you know what I mean? I never really was like, I played sports, but like kickball, I ain't really played before. I ain't gonna lie. Actually, I did. Did I play? Yeah, we did used to play kickball, but I ain't played in school. It just was different in her class. Like she used to kick the ball, but I wish I could get a picture of Pulaski, because she used to kick that ball so far that it almost went to the tennis court. Like, and as the years, well, not as the years, as the year progressed, I started kicking that ball out there too. You know what I mean? So she was getting me right. Um, yeah, fourth grade was dope. I remember I had wait, who was in my fourth grade class? Old Whit was in there. Missy was in there. Um, Jason Richardson was in there. Lit. Will Shimluski, Greg, what's it, Greg, I forgot Greg's last name. It was mad heads in there though. Um, Who else is in there? I don't know. It was mad heads in there, but I know this. We won the tug of war for the fourth, and we beat the fifth graders straight up. You know what I mean, and if y'all seen, if y'all was there in my fourth grade fields day, y'all know we was losing the first two in that relay race. We was losing the first two people till I got that baton. And I ran, I caught at least three of y'all niggas like easy. Gone on. I was out of there for real, but we came in like third. Cause that nigga Jesse Pace legs was different. Like that nigga used to run fast as a bit. I don't know what the fuck they used to be that nigga, but that nigga used to. That nigga had them cargo legs for real. Like, yeah. So fourth grade was kind of lit. Um, I don't know what the deal with what was going on with my mom, but in fourth grade was when I learned how to sign her signature to go on field trips. I done went on them already now. It ain't like y'all do nothing now. Like I don't think my mom knew about none of the field trips I went on in fourth grade because I signed all of them. What's weird is I got knocked in fifth grade with Miss King. She was different. She was cool though too, but well, she used to give her them lollipops. I used to rob. We used to get them at recess time. At that point, I was on my on my sticky fingers for real, like, cause like it's another story I don't think I told, and this is what my brother used to torment me about too. Um, so I told you how we used to live next door to my aunt and uncle, and this is another one of those times that my uncle probably just looked at me like this nigga ain't gonna be shit, but he ain't gonna be shit. But yeah, I was in what is it right now? I think it's Toys R Us. But when they first that building that's Toys R Us right now, if y'all remember, it was shot right at one point. And that's when they first had built it. And I went in there and I ain't really know nothing about money. So I wasn't going anywhere for a while because they were shopping. So I grabbed myself a Snickers. When I got a Snickers, I'm walking around here all this whole time with the Snickers in my hand, nobody saying nothing. You know what I mean? So when we get to the register, like ain't nobody said nothing to me the whole time. I got this Snickers in my hand. Let me try and put it in my pocket. So I put the Snickers in my pocket. Yo, y'all petty for that too. Stop and shop. I mean, not stop and shop. Shop right. How y'all got alarms on the Snicker bar? Like I should have been able to get away with that. Like y'all seriously petty for that. Like so. But meanwhile, I told y'all that my uncle was the police. So I'm stealing with the police. No, he don't play that. I probably got a bet. I probably got a beating with the belt with the holes in it that day. That's if you know an officer or a correctional officer or whatever, and you know what that belt with the holes in it look like, and every hole in it is surrounded by metal. You never want to get a beating with the belt with the holes in it. Like, who wants that? Like, I didn't want that smoke. I didn't know I was asking for that smoke, but I think I got that smoke. But it was what it was, man. So, who was that? Miss Gilbert, Miss King, 5th grade. Fifth grade. Let me think. I think 5th grade was actually fun. And I think 5th grade is the only time I ever got to walk across the stage confidently. Like, yeah, I belong on this stage. And I did walk across that stage. I got my graduation from elementary school to junior high school. I got to walk across that stage. 5th grade. Um, Another thing with 4th grade, 4th and 5th grade was kind of similar, except for the teacher thing with Mr. Schaefer and Miss Gilbert. Um, yeah. That's the thing. That's what I was gonna say. We used to do a lot of plays, and I had a couple of roles. I remember I had the I don't remember, but I wish I could find somebody that actually had the video of those plays, because I know it's people with that video videotape those plays. I would love to see those right now. Um, but yeah, we had a bunch of plays. Like, that was like their thing. Like, they had a little thing for plays, but it was fun for us too. But I'm saying it because I don't really see too many plays no more. Like, kids doing plays. Maybe that ain't the thing no more. But yeah. um, that was school life up until about 5th grade. And, once we hit the 6th grade, we started switching classes and all that. So, like, um, a lot of us kids that grew up in Millbrook, like, we was real athletic too. But that was because we had to but we didn't have to. We played a lot of sports. But we had to actually fight to play the sports because they was freaking trying to keep us off the grass 24/7 while we trying to have fun as freaking kids. So, like, when they got serious, like, they never stayed serious because we always ended up back. But, like, we would give them breaks and we would go, like, it was like a time when the rollerblades came out. We would get rollerblades, you know what I mean? We would go get Tarek had the hockey sticks, like a couple other people. Dylan had hockey sticks, like so, and pass out the hockey sticks. We get busy playing hockey and all that, like soccer. We played soccer. We played, uh, definitely played football, killer carry, all that. Um, what we played. My aunt and uncle ended up moving, because they ended up moving out. Um, the thing, excuse me. Um, we had another because we lived in a townhouse, and so you actually had to have kids to live in the D building. Like you couldn't live in the D building and I mean be you or just I mean you and your girl or like you actually had to have kids. So the people that moved next door was it was two people that moved next door. They had two women that had they both had sons. So the older son, he ended up getting a basketball court. Know what I mean, so we used to play basketball in the back because we used to try and get the complex to put a basketball court up, but they would never do it because they were scared it was going to draw more attention to the neighborhood than well the complex than what it was already drawn because it was already a bunch of people out there. Like outside was like really outside. Like Millbrook was the place to be if I mean on the regular basis. Like other places would be I mean would be the place to be a lot of times too, but on a regular, like it's always somebody, like it's always a bunch of people in Millbrook. It was always like that. Like it's always something going on. It's like it's just always like it was just things going on all the time. Like but um yeah, so we got our little we got our we did manhunt. We like play hide and go get it with the girls, hide and go seek. Like with the hide and go get it, I ain't really, you know what I mean? They weren't really on that type of time. Like they was shady with the hide and go get it. All right. They weren't really hide and go get it. It was hide and go try and get it and then stop playing. Like, yeah, it was that type of time, but fuck it. It's all good. Uh let me see. I mean, I guess I can go too deep. Um, you know what I'm gonna try? I'm gonna do? I'm about to because there's a lot of places that change. So I'm gonna try to remember as many of the old school stores as I can, and I'm gonna start with Woolworth, uh, Cheap John's, um, Caldo's, Handy Pantry still around. Um, if you're a real Riverhead motherfucker, then you know about Kirk's Laundromat. But if you weren't around for that, then you don't know nothing about that. Trying to think. You don't remember the jewelry store on Main Street, probably, where the ice cream place is now. um, what other stores they had? Of course, they had Desirables. Um, Desirables was the original jeans town. The truck. I never got nothing off the truck. We couldn't afford nothing off the truck. We had it hard, we had it rough. Like sometimes like we ain't always like we ain't have it. So um we would go next door with our cousins and then we'll all go in the backyard. And then my older cousin, Tish, shout out Tish, I just seen the other day, yesterday. Um, she used to make us sugar breads. Them joints was lit, lit. I just I just thought about that. And it ain't just sugar on bread. It's she used to, I mean, finesse it. She used to take the bread, right? And then she'd toast the bread. Then she'd put some butter on that joint. This joint about to sound crazy, right? And it'd be tight, toasty, nice. It's like a piece of toast with buttered up toast, right? Nah, she OD. She went and shook the sugar on it. Why you gonna shake the sugar on it, Tish? And then you ain't stop at that. You went and shook some cinnamon and nutmeg on there. Oh my God. Listen, I'm about to go make one of them joints right now. Nah, I ain't sound good right now. I want one, honestly. But if you want to struggle, that's a struggle meal right there. That like lit right there. Like you should have all those ingredients in your house at all times. So big up the Tish for that. Um, you know what? I gotta tell my story about because we used to go stay at my cousin Toya house too in Mastic. So Toya house, Toya had the video games. Like she had I said PlayStation. She had the Nintendo, and used to get busy on that thing. But the thing about Toy House is they used to play the game of don't go to sleep. And I went to sleep one day. I forgot what they got me with. They got me with something terrible, 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 terrible. I forgot what they got me with, but they also, if you don't know this trick, well, I don't know if it's a trick or what, like, can you go to jail for this now? Because if you put somebody's finger in warm water when they sleep, I think they dream about the bathroom, they pee on themselves. Because that's what they did to me. And I don't like that. It worked. I had PTSD from ever since then. So I don't know why y'all act like I shouldn't be so traumatized. Because I had traumatizing things happen to me. They might not seem traumatizing, but when you don't know or don't have any explanation or there's nobody to help you understand certain things, then your reaction to the person that does something that you don't understand why they did it can mess up their mental state or mess with their mind or their thought process or their understanding of things. But it is what it is. Yeah, so we used to like to have fun. It was all in the fun. It wasn't never in no malice or nothing like that. So it was what it was. um, it was just nice that we all could have fun like that. Like my family used to always have like picnics at like parks, Wildwood parks, and we used to have like family barbecues all the time and all that. Especially at my uncle's house once they moved out of the brook. It was like if you go to the cookout, you better have a pair of shoes to get dirty and some athletic pants where like you know what I mean? Because you going to play some volleyball. You're going to serve. You're definitely going to serve that day. Um, yeah, I mean that was it's like it became like a part of a family tradition, basically. Like, um, yeah, that was always fun. Um, Sixth grade. Do I want to go there? Cause I always told to. Well, you know what? If I do that, then nah, I start at sixth grade on my next episode. I'm gonna just chill right there. Hey, that was I graduated. I'm chilling right there. I graduated, yo. Can't tell me nothing right now. I'm at graduation. Look at me. Never thought I'd graduate. They knew I was graduate. Nigga, I'm looking into another world, another dimension right there. Lip hanging, ashy and hanging. Look, how my lip got, how my lip got a shining like a mirror. Ain't supposed to be that lip. Ain't supposed to be that shiny. I'm gonna put that whole pic up though, cause I'm sitting there like this, like, know what I mean, yeah, born like that. But yeah, I mean, here it is, another episode of the PoDoC, Ep.4. Now, I mean, I know I had y'all waiting for a little bit. I'm trying to pick it up, man. I'm trying to actually get a better see I'm playing around with things. I got the different look today. Know what I mean, I'm trying to do some different things. Like I'm trying to upgrade every day, trying to make things better, but take a little time. So I'm gonna take my time with it. I ain't gonna take too long though. I'm trying to get it right for y'all because I want y'all to keep coming back. I want y'all to tell people to tell people to tell people about this right here. So y'all come subscribe. I want y'all to hit that like button. Come do all that. Know what I mean, if you need something promoted and all that, know what I mean, like I'm trying to build this up so I can come help y'all. Know what I mean, I'm gonna come back, reach out. You need something promoted on my platform once it's big enough to, know what I mean, push on other people. Then I come. I mean, I can do that for y'all. But know what I mean, one hand washes the other. They both wash the face. Know what I mean, if nobody do nothing, we gonna have dirty hands and dirty faces, and we all just gonna be looking crazy. So let's do something. Get up out of here. Stop playing, yo. What y'all doing? Stop playing with me. Like, I think I'm dumb or something. You dumb? You stupid? Let me stop, but um, yeah, man, we here. I'm here for it. Like, I mean, we trying to get the PNB joint back popping too. So stay in tune for that. It's work, 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 work. Know what I mean, hit me up for them pies. Know what I mean, hit me up if you want to be on a marriage, makeup, breakups. Hit me up if you want to if you from the, know what I mean, from the neighborhood and you want to jump on, because soon I'm gonna be hitting a couple of y'all up, see if y'all want to jump on. If you don't want to do it, cool. If you do, then know what I mean, we're gonna be up here, we're gonna get lit. We're gonna, know what I mean, reminisce and talk about some shit from back in the day. But right now, I'm about to talk about some food, drink, and getting the fuck up out of here because I gotta work in the morning because ain't nobody paying me enough to stop working yet, and that's the goal, to get up out of here. So we're gonna do this right now. Get up out of here.